I can't tell you how many clients come to me and they're like, I've reached multiple six figures and I want to burn it all to the ground. What do I do next? And this is because they have built someone else's business. All right, beautiful soul. Welcome back to this week's episode of the You Unlimited podcast. I am so grateful that you're here. I'm Christina Deering. I can't wait to dig into this even further. Today's topic is about the most powerful launch strategy that you can have. I'm drawing a line in the sand. This is the most powerful launch strategy that you could ever have with any product or service that you are ever launching, that anything that you are desiring to sell, to move, to bring into the universe, to allow your movement to become as big as you see in your mind's eye. This is the thing that will take you to what you see in your mind's eye. And that is channeling. So when I say channeling, what I mean is you're essentially connecting to your angels and guides of the highest vibration, and you are asking for guidance on how to bring your movement to life, on how to allow for the thing that you see in your mind's eye to become a thing in the 3D reality. And so it's really powerful to say, yes, some people might be doing a launch strategy this way. And I think there's power in leaning into certain mentors that have the thing that you desire, right? And so that's why we step into mentorship. That is why we step into masterminds. That is why we step into all the containers that we step into when we're looking to elevate and expand our business. We want to learn from the people that have done the thing that we desire. And I think number one, along with have they done what I desire, is did they do it in the way that I desire to do it? Meaning, if your version of success is, I want to work X amount of hours per week and I want to have time for my family and I want to make sure that I have time to actually do things that are really important to me, like going to retreats and travel and being present with my kids and going to the soccer games and all the things, right? Think about all the things that you love to do. What matters to you most? Really tuning into that and then dialing into and kind of connecting into the energy of the person that has, one, done the thing that you desire. So whatever that outcome is, have they done the thing that you desire? And two, do they have the life that you desire to have or something similar? Meaning maybe they work 20 hours a week and they have all this extra time to meditate, to be present with their family, to travel, to go on retreats, to do all of these things, right? It's really important when we're plugging into our mentors. We want to make sure that they're people that have done the thing that we do, and then simultaneously they have what we want and the way that we desire to do it. And it's really important, no matter whatever we're leaning into, to really tune into the fact that the way that they built it is the way that their unique soul's blueprint came to build their movement. So there are some things that we can copy and paste and learn from them. Absolutely. And we're not meant to be cookie cutter versions of each other. So I can't tell you how many clients come to me and they're like, okay, I've reached multiple six figures or I've reached the 7-figure mark and I want to burn it all to the ground. What do I do next? Right? And this is because they have built someone else's business. They hired a mentor that basically said, do it this way. So they did it that way. They got the success they desired, but not the congruent lifestyle that they desire. So we have to be thinking in tandem with the two. And the way that we do that is I get to channel my launch strategy. I get to channel the way that I get to build this movement so that I know that it's in alignment with my soul's blueprint. I'm asking my guides to come in and guide me on how I'm meant to bring this into fruition. What is most in alignment for me in the way that I'm meant to build it? Because the way that I'm meant to build it is going to be different from the way that you're meant to build it and the way that your mentor is meant to build it. There may be some commonalities. There may be things where you're like, I actually do want to ask them about some 3D logistics. How did they set this up? Did this work for you? How can I learn? Where did you fail? Those things are incredible. We want to learn from mentors. And we simultaneously get to connect with what our angels and guides have for us. because we could copy the exact blueprint of the way that they're doing it, and it's either going to work and we potentially then want to burn it to the ground because it's not what we actually desire. We've got, let's say, the income we desire, but now the lifestyle is not what we want. We're working too much, or we're selling a product that we don't actually desire to give into the world, or a service that we're like, wow, I just sold 100 people on this offer and I don't even want to show up for it, right? It worked, but it's not mine. And so there's that can happen where we build it, it works, but then we decide, wow, this isn't actually what I want to be doing with my time. Or two, we copy and paste the launch strategy, but it doesn't work. And honestly, it's because our subconscious and our soul is blocking it from working. Our subconscious is saying, actually, you're meant to build it this way because you have children and your mentor doesn't. So while your mentor is happy spending 60 hours a week doing that thing, you would like to be present for your children, right? That's just an example. But that's some of the outcomes that I see that's happening with so many people is they're hiring a mentor to get the blueprint and they're totally bypassing their own spiritual blueprint, which is how do I build this in alignment with my soul? What feels the best in my body? How can I start to, based on my own connections, build the thing that I desire? So the thing that I love to do when I'm channeling is I love to, of course, ask for things like, how can I best launch this? What's a great name for the thing that I'm launching? What price points make sense? Like, so I'll ask certain things like that that are really important. But I also ask for continued guidance outside of the channeling session. So, for instance, I ask for signs that I'm on the right path. So, after I've channeled the direction on how to kind of take the thing forward and logistics and what it looks like, and my big idea, what did I actually come here to build that's unique to me, that's so exciting that I can't wait to do, right? All of those things. But I also say, when I'm on the right path, send me X. And so, an example, one of the signs that I always ask for are crickets. I don't know why. I remember just one day it was like the first thing that popped into my head when I was thinking, what sign could they send me? Was crickets. And what I actually kind of love about the word crickets is the fact that a lot of people use it for lack, scarcity. Like, oh, I launched the thing and all I've heard is crickets. It's not working for me. This is terrible. All these things. But now I'm saying there's actually so much abundance in what some people can see as scarce. So I'm actually subconsciously reprogramming scarcity into abundance by simply having asked for that symbol. So what's really fun is when I ask for these things, whether it be a cricket, whether it be something else, when I get the cricket, I am then guided to say, okay, what was I just thinking about in that moment? Or I am on the right path. I found a cricket in my house, right? Like when I asked for crickets, I remember I walked into my bedroom and there was an actual cricket on my bed. And I'm like, wait, this is nuts. So I go to grab my phone to be like, I have to document this. By the time I came back, it was gone. And I'm like, okay, were you real or were you just a sign from God? Is any of this real? Like, what's happening? But it was one of those things where I just had this overwhelming sense of peace where I was like, that was a sign from God. Like, I'm on the right path. And that was exactly what I needed to hear. Another time when I had asked for crickets, I was on a mastermind call and this woman was asking one of my mentors about her launch. Like her launch was not working. And so she's having a full blown meltdown on this call in front of the mastermind. And so, my mentor is asking her all these questions and she's like, I just launched it. And like, it's just been crickets. Like, it's just, there's so many crickets. And it's just like no one is answering my email and it's freaking crickets. Like I don't know what to do. And she said crickets, I think about 12 times. And I'm like, well, first of all, I'm so sorry, like to you. But second of all, like, yes, like thank you. Thank you, angels and guides. Like, okay, I will take it where I can get it. So it was one of those things where it was like, wow. Because sometimes we'll ask for the sign, but we can also say, hey, P.S. like give it to me in abundance. Like make it so obvious that you are sending me this sign that I know without a shadow of a doubt that this sign is for me. That's what I had asked for that day, where I was like, make it so abundant, so obvious that the sign is for me. And so when I jump on this mastermind call, she says crickets about 12 times. My mentor says crickets about 4 times back. I'm like, okay, I'm on the right direction. I'm on the right path. The way that I am building is in alignment with my soul. And it was just kind of wild that she was talking about a launch strategy and crickets at the same time. And so the universal message to me was, the launch strategy you're leaning into is absolutely the abundant path you're meant to walk down. It's the one that's most in alignment with your soul. Keep going in that direction. We are validating all the things. So I always say, channel, but also ask for signs and be on the lookout for signs without expectation, right? Like you don't need to be like eyeballing it left and right, like anxious attachment to the sign, but instead live your life. And when you get it, it's going to feel like a warm blanket, like the towel right out of the dryer. Like, I wasn't cold, but like this feels really good. Like just, that feeling. So I always ask for that. And then I say, continue to guide me on this path. And so essentially what that means is give me continued downloads. So when I'm in the shower, I actually get really powerful downloads a lot. So I'll be in the shower and someone's name will pop in my head and I'll be like, you know what? I'm just going to text them. I haven't talked to them in a while, but I want to see how they're doing. I'm going to reach out to them and just see how they're doing. And I don't know why. Maybe it's just because they're having a bad day and I happen to be the conduit to send them love that day. Maybe it's for completely different reasons. Maybe it's because, as we're talking, she ends up being like, I've been doing this and this isn't feeling aligned. And actually, wait, what are you up to? Wait, can we jump on a call? Okay, wow, she became a client, right? Something like that. Or we end up talking and she's like, wait, do you want a podcast together? It doesn't matter what it is that comes to fruition. Where it's not about attaching to the outcome. It's about saying, like, I'm getting a ping to reach out to this person. I'm going to reach out to her and see how she's doing, right? Without attachment. I could literally be the reason that she's like, whoa, I was having the absolute worst day. And the fact that you just sent me love is the thing that changed my entire day. That is the gift that keeps on giving. That feels good and like juicy on all sides. So I never ask why certain people pop into my head, but when they do, I reach out to them. And I'm like, how are you? Like, so little things like that. Or we'll get other intuitive pings where it's like we show up on the mastermind call and someone happens to be talking about the exact thing we're moving through. Thank you, angels and guides. I'm so happy that person asked the question, and I'm so happy the mentor gave that exact answer, right? Something like that. The synchronicities, things like that matter. Essentially, what they're doing is they're telling us, again, you're on the right path, or follow this next step. This is what you're meant to do next. It can come to us in any way, shape, or form, but that's the beauty of knowing I'm going to channel the guidance and I want the guidance to continue. So the launch strategy is God, source, universe, angels, and guides guide me through the channeling and simultaneously continue to guide me, not just while I'm in meditation and connection. I always want to be connected. I always want that continued guidance to take this thing to the finish line. So if you don't know how to channel, I want to gift you like that experience. So drop down into the show notes. I'm happy to gift you my masterclass that I pulled together on how to channel. So if that's new to you or you do it and you're just kind of curious on how to continue or deepen into that experience, definitely drop down into the show notes and get my masterclass on how to channel. That was a really powerful class. A lot of people received so much from that. Some people already knew how to do it, but they were like, okay, that really deepened me into my own practice. And the second one was around a lot of people were like, whoa, I'm like brand new to this. And like, this is blowing my mind what I'm receiving. And I make it really simple. So if you're brand new to this is actually the perfect masterclass for you as well, because I went from my intuition being totally shut down because it was one of those things where we're all born with it. And then we get interesting feedback from parents, teachers, like your imagination's too much. Stop, close it down, right? So a lot of us have shut it down, and this is how to open it back up in a safe way and in a way that you can really trust the messages that are coming through. And for those that they already channel, I think this would be a cool way to just deepen into the practice that you already have. Like for instance, if someone else was offering this masterclass, I would lean into their masterclass, even though I already know how to do it, because I'm like, I would be curious how they do it too. How can I deepen into the messages that I already receive? Is there a way to actually receive even more clarity on the way that I lean in? So that is my free gift to you. I'm so grateful for you to just lean into that masterclass and to be supported in that way. It is a lifelong skill that I hope that you just take it and run with it and use it for the rest of your life, because it will help you in all areas of life. Right. And also, if you have not signed up for the secret newsletter, sign up for the secret newsletter. Oh my gosh. These are my diary entries, my unedited, raw, vulnerable diary entries where I am dishing it all. And I'm surprising myself. I am having so much fun with this experience. I'm getting body chills. Like this was something that I channeled that was like, this is what's next for you. Like share your story. These are stories I've never said out loud. And I'm so happy to do it. It feels so good. The feedback that I've been getting from the first diary entry going live has been incredible. I've been getting texts, I've been getting emails. I've just been like, people are really resonating with the raw vulnerability that's coming through. I know I deeply resonate with raw vulnerability. And I'm going there. Like I'm not holding back. And I think that is actually the thing that can be the most connecting for people is like, wow, I'm not the only one. Or like, whoa, I can't believe she just said that. Like I know her more intimately than I ever thought I would. And so I'm going there. I am going there. So if you have not joined that secret newsletter, drop down in the show notes as well. There's a link down there where you can jump in and start to experience those diary entries. So I am sending you so much light and love. I hope that you have the absolute most incredible day. And I can't wait to see what happens when you start to open up your channel and how much this supports with you taking your movement and everything that you know you are meant to create to the next level, right? You already got the download that you're meant to create something massive. Now let's get the blueprint on how to do it your way, your soul's unique way. Okay. I'm sending you so much light and love. And until next time.